Kate Middleton won over Queen Elizabeth despite Camilla's initial disapproval, expert claims. Welcome to USA 24, my dream channel. Kate Middleton gave the world its first look at the princess who would one day serve as queen consort when she showed up for King Charles II's coronation in May. The Princess of Wales attended her father-in-law's 74th coronation with the British royal family at Westminster Abbey. The mother of three caught everyone's attention as she sported a jewel-toned Alexander McQueen gown and a Jess Collett x Alexander McQueen silver headpiece. Since she wed the British heir to the throne, Prince William, in 2011, the 41-year-old has come a long way. Several royal analysts concurred that since Queen Elizabeth II's passing in September, the spotlight has been on the princess as she backs the heir apparent. The Queen, who had ruled Britain for the longest time, died on September 8, 2022, at the age of 96. According to Christopher Anderson, author of The King, Kate Middleton is frequently likened to Princess Diana, Queen Camilla, and even the late Queen Elizabeth II. But Kate feels that she isn't given enough credit for being a true original. Remember that every single one of those women was a purple baby, Anderson said. Since Diana was a Spencer, she descended from a long line of illustrious and affluent nobles. A baron's granddaughter is Camilla. Elizabeth was also aware that she would become queen when she was just 10 years old. But Kate is descended from coal miners. Her mother was a flight attendant and grew up in public housing. She will be the first queen with a university degree in addition to becoming the first true commoner queen. The princess, whose full name is Catherine Elizabeth Middleton, excelled in sports when a student at Marlborough College. She did, however, meet the older son of Princess Diana and the late Prince Charles at the University of St Andrews in Scotland. William and Middleton started out as friends before living together in a residence with two other students in 2004. Middleton earned an art history degree in 2005. William grumbled about press encroachment as their relationship developed, and Middleton's attorneys begged newspaper editors to respect her privacy. Nevertheless, the pair briefly separated in 2007. Later, William, 41, acknowledged that they were both young and figuring things out. Middleton earned the moniker Waity Katie in the media due to her tolerance during their courting. The couple ultimately got hitched in 2011. Thank you. Please subscribe to my channel. According to Anderson, Middleton had a fervent detractor inside the palace, and it wasn't the Queen. Anderson asserted that Camilla consciously let Charles know that she didn't think Kate was a good match for William, and that she thought Kate was beneath William and most definitely not Queen material. On the other side, Kate's ability to never let anything affect her impressed Queen Elizabeth. The kind of keep calm and carry on attitude that the monarch herself so famously espoused was maintained by Kate. She carried herself with a peaceful, even royal sense of majesty. Kate demonstrated without a doubt that she would be a great addition to the monarchy after successfully navigating the perilous waters of the royal court for more than a decade. Initially, royal biographer Kate Nicholl asserted in her book William and Harry that the late Queen was troubled by the quantity of vacations Middleton and William took together prior to their wedding. Middleton, in her opinion, required a proper job before formally joining the royal family. Middleton reportedly was stung by the Queen's remarks, but she took her suggestions to heart. According to Kinsey Schofield, host of the Today for Daily podcast, I think the late Queen quite keenly helped Catherine to understand that the busier she is, the less personal drama she attracts. Early on, Queen Elizabeth gave Catherine the advice to pick a hobby she could devote herself to. The newly crowned Princess of Wales jumped right into the worlds of fashion, photography, and even her mother's event organizing company. Before formally joining the royal family, she had years to figure out what her niche would be. There were no resentments between the Queen and William's lifelong love, according to Anderson. He claimed that the two women got along right away. The Queen and Kate exchanged sly looks and giggles whenever they got together. They were always obviously enjoying each other's company. The same could not be said for the late Queen and her daughter-in-law Camilla, claimed Anderson. The reigning monarch is still keeping an eye on Kate and is aware that she is constantly around, waiting in the wings. Camilla is aware that she can never hope to triumph in the popularity contest. Anderson continued, "It must be extremely frustrating for her. Previously, a representative for Buckingham Palace told Fox News Digital that they don't comment on such books. Middleton has mostly avoided criticism over the years while living under the spotlight, living by the royal credo, never complain, never explain. This became clear in 2021 when Meghan Markle claimed during her Oprah Winfrey interview that Middleton had made her weep following an argument about flower girl outfits prior to her royal wedding. Middleton and her staff remained silent in response. In 2018, Markle, a former American actress, widowed Prince Harry, Kate Middleton's brother-in-law, and assumed the title Duchess of Sussex. It is undeniable that the royal family has experienced chaos during the past few years, according to Schofield, among Prince Andrew, Meghan Markle, and Prince Harry, with staffers and senior royals. Catherine and Queen Elizabeth II spent a lot of time discussing protocols and future actions. Kate adhered to the Queen's maxim, never complain, never explain. She has never spoken publicly about what goes on behind the scenes. She does this to preserve the air of mystery that made Queen Elizabeth II so unique. Following his contentious association with late American businessman and convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, Prince Andrew, the Duke of York, retired from top royal duties in 2019. In 2020, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex announced their departure, blaming their actions on what they perceived to be the Duchess's discriminatory treatment by the media and a lack of official support. They are now California residents. According to Fox News Digital's Hilary Fordwich, a British royal specialist, the Queen's bond with Middleton deepened throughout her final years. Fordwich had this to say about the Princess of Wales. Demure and dutiful, she was a stalwart for the Queen, which was so appreciated by Her Majesty. While in contrast, Harry and Meghan were intent on putting the Queen in her final years through stress and strain. Importantly, she didn't attempt to imitate the Queen, instead forging her own distinct character and playing a full fulcrum role, according to Fordwich. As a result, the public has welcomed her and she is now seen as a crucial and important senior part of the royal family. Many people close to her reveal that she often writes and calls the people she meets while performing her official duties, in addition to her work in front of the cameras. The late Queen was so profoundly grateful for Catherine toward the end of her life, added Schofield. She could rely on Kate to protect the monarchy's future and the legacy of her family. Catherine was resolute, clever, and submissive during the last few months of the Queen's reign. The Queen was grateful to Kate for everything, Anderson said. In the months after the Queen's passing, Middleton's status as the future bride of a king and the mother of another has grown. Schofield noted that Middleton has arranged a number of royal events close to her residence in order to maintain contact with her 3 young children. Royal watchers concur that she will continue to be the focus of attention. They already believe that the monarchy is well safeguarded nevertheless. Since Queen Elizabeth's death, a huge burden has fallen directly on William's and Kate's shoulders. The weight made all the heavier without Harry and Meghan there to share the workload, said Anderson. William occasionally displays stress, but Kate never does. They are aware that they hold the monarchy's future in their hands. Frankly, their potential patients are also aware of it, he continued.